Hi, welcome to Student Support Services at Pensacola State College. I'm Rachel Burns, I'm the Director of Student Support Services, and I'm thrilled to be part of your orientation today, and I'll be taking you through the online portion, and hopefully I'll get to meet you later. Student Support Services is an amazing program, and we're so glad that you're part of it. Student Support Services began in the 1960s. It was part of a group of programs called TRIO, and they are federally funded programs that serve almost 800,000 students nationwide. Here at the college we serve about 225, but I want you to know that you're part of something much bigger. There are a lot of students who are just like you who need help in school. This online orientation is going to review some of the services that we have to offer through our office, and we'll explain some of the things that are required of you so that you can understand what it means to be involved in our program. We're really excited that you're here, and we hope that you'll enjoy this orientation. I'll try not to make it too boring. An important part of being in our program is understanding what's required. So we have a contract for you to review if you want to go ahead and pull that out of your packet. And we want you to understand that in order for you to stay an active participant in the program, there are some things that you'll need to do. So we're going to go over those one at a time so that you understand clearly. But please feel free to ask questions afterwards if something isn't clear. Okay, so the first requirement is that you're required to go to the tutoring lab at least twice each term. I don't know if that sounds like it would be difficult for you to do, but trust me, most of our students think it's great because you have one of the best resources available in that tutoring lab. Not everybody on campus is going to have access to a tutoring lab just like that, where you get a lot of one-on-one help. Our tutors are students just like you who have done really well in the courses that they're able to tutor in. And although you're required to go to the lab twice a term, we really want you to use it as often as you need it. The more the better. Now during the summer, even though one term is 12 weeks and it's divided usually into two sessions, B and D, it does only still count as one term. And so that means that the minimum number of visits to the lab would be 6 per year, 2 in the fall, 2 in the spring, and 2 in the summer if you're enrolled in classes throughout the year. Even though you're required to meet with your counselor at least twice a term, I really don't think you're going to find that to be a problem. Kimberly Calloway and James Blackwell are two of the best counselors at Pensacola State College, and the great thing is they can help you with so much more than just your academic advising. They can help you with everything from financial aid questions to graduation and transfer questions if you have issues with future career choices. And if there are things going on in your life outside of school, personal issues, which we know happen to all of us and affect school, they can also give you advice on that and guide you. And although you're required to meet with them at least twice a term, I know they'd love to see you more than that. They really want to be there to help you reach your goals. You're also required to complete a financial literacy activity each term. Okay, so what is a financial literacy activity? Basically, it's just something that we want you to do in order to help you improve your money management skills, and I'm pretty sure all of us could use a little help with that. In order to figure out which activities you can do, there's a list in your orientation packet, and there's also a link with the same list on the SSS website. There'll be an evaluation for each activity, and you can find those in the front office as well as in your packet. It's really a great thing to do these financial literacy activities. They're going to help you improve your understanding of how to use your finances wisely, and we hope that it will really help you improve in every area of life. Your fourth requirement is to attend one cultural event or college trip each term. We usually sponsor a couple of different cultural events, things like going to Bellingroth Gardens or visiting one of the local lighthouses or museums. And then we also offer college trips to places like Florida A&M, FSU over in Tallahassee, the University of South Alabama over in Mobile. We have lots of opportunities for you to fulfill this requirement. And the reason we make this a requirement is that we've seen how it broadens students' horizons. We also have great walking tours in the area that also count as a cultural event led by our very own Mr. Broxton, the tutor lab supervisor. During the summer you don't have to do a cultural event, but it's still beneficial for you. every time you do a cultural event, please make sure you fill out a form and turn it in so that we can know that you did that event. We know it's going to benefit you. Our final requirement is that you return all surveys and follow-up forms that we send to you, whether it's electronic or in the mail. It's really important that you return these surveys. They're very important to the life of our program, and they help us improve so that future students can have an even better experience. So in summary, very quickly, because I don't want to make it boring, there are 4 main requirements of you. You need to go to the tutoring lab at least twice a term, and if not more. Meet with your counselor at least twice a term, complete a financial literacy activity, and take part in a cultural event or college trip. And also don't forget to return all the surveys and follow-up forms that we send you. It sounds pretty easy, right? There are a couple of other things for you to consider as well that are also included in the contract. When we have a peer mentor on staff with us, that's just a student who's there to come alongside you and help with anything that you need help with. Please feel free to make use of it. In fact, any of our student assistants in SSS will be happy to help you. Make sure that we have your pirate email address, and make sure that you check your pirate email at least once a week, because we also use that to communicate with you along with Facebook, and the counselors will show you where our Facebook pages are. But the most important point is to use good study habits and to attend class regularly. And if you don't really know what a good study habit is, please ask your counselor. And also, please let them know if you're struggling at all. We really want to help. Also, remember to make sure that your information is current, because we need to be able to contact you and keep up with you, because we are going to do whatever we can to make you successful. Thanks for hanging in here with me. We're getting close, I promise you. So we're going to move on from contract requirements to looking at the learning styles inventory. This is the next part of the orientation process, and it's really helpful because it gives you and us an idea of how you study and how you learn. And it will really help you understand what are the best ways for you to develop good study habits, and also what you need to get from an instructor and from a class in order to do well. So go ahead and pull out your learning styles inventory right now, and when you're finished, click on the button below to continue the orientation. And if that doesn't work, ask your counselor, because we have been having some issues with that. Okay, we're making progress. Next step is to do the student intake survey. You can go ahead and pull it out of your packet. This survey is going to help you identify some of the things that will prevent you from reaching your academic goals potentially. So those are going to be the things that your counselor can help you work on so that you'll actually be successful and be able to overcome those barriers. At the end of the orientation, your counselor is going to make a follow-up appointment with you to review your survey and the LSI, and then you're going to talk about your degree plan, and you'll have the opportunity to chat with your counselor. So go ahead and take a moment to do the student intake survey, and try clicking on the click here to continue button, but if it doesn't work, don't worry, your counselor will show you what to do. Well, TRIO programs, called that because initially there were just 3 of them, are programs funded by the federal government to help students in college be successful, and to help those who may not think they have the opportunity to go to college actually get into college. We're looking to help students who are first generation, which means neither parent graduated with a 4-year degree, or low income, or who may have a documented disability. Our goal is to try to remove some of the barriers to higher education that students face, and we're trying to level the playing field in a way. So there are 4 TRIO outreach and support programs here at Pensacola State College: Student Support Services, which you're a part of now, an Educational Talent Search, Educational Opportunity Center, and the Veterans Upward Bound program. So in a little bit more detail, what exactly are these TRIO programs that we have here at the college? Well, Student Support Services, the main goal that we have here is to help you successfully graduate and transfer if transferring is part of your academic goals. The Educational Talent Search program works with students who are in 6th grade to 12th grade, and they help them complete high school successfully and enroll in a college also. Education Opportunity Center works with adults who are in the community who may have never gone to college, or they may have gone to college for a while and stopped out, but the goal is to help them get enrolled in post-secondary education. And Veterans Upward Bound is working with veterans who have served at least 180 days and have an honorable discharge. All 4 of the TRIO programs are located in the building that you're in right now, Building 6, and there is more information in the packet about TRIO generally. But if you have any questions, your counselors will be glad to help you. So here we are, your Student Support Services staff. If you haven't already met us, then you can see by these pictures what we look like. I'm in there, Program Director Rachel Burns. Kimberly Calloway is one of our counselors. James Blackwell is also one of our counselors. Mr. Randall Broxton, our Tutor and Lab Supervisor, and Penny Taylor, our Administrative Assistant. I work with the best team at Pensacola State College. I can't tell you how wonderful they are. Each one of us is committed to making your experience of college the very best that it can be. We have some of the best tutors on campus as well. Our Student Support Services tutors are wonderful. They're located in the lab upstairs in this building, and hopefully you'll get to meet some of them today at the end of the orientation. Although you're only required to go to the lab twice a term, I really hope that you'll use that service more often because it's going to be one of the keys to you being successful here at Pensacola State. One of the best parts of my job is being able to give money to deserving students. Yep, we actually have a grant program. You may not have heard of it yet, but you do have to be a member of our program, and you have to be an active member of our program for at least 2 terms before you can even apply. You have to be receiving Pell Grant, and the deadlines for applying will be published in our newsletters, and you'll also receive an email from your counselor. I would encourage you, once you've been in our program for 2 full terms, to go ahead and apply for the supplemental grant. At the moment, it is running around $600 a term that we're able to give to each student who is eligible. We usually are able to give it to 15 to 20 students each term. And it's a wonderful supplement. It's a good way to put into practice some of those great money management principles that you're learning through your financial literacy activity. And I look forward to being able to award some of you that supplemental grant in the coming year. Yay! You made it to the end of the online orientation. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you for listening. I really hope you understood what was being said about the program and the requirements. I really hope that you gained some valuable information. We're so glad that you're in the program. I look forward to meeting you, hopefully today. If not, maybe another day soon. Please make good use of our services. We want you to be successful, and we are here for you with any question you might have. Please don't hesitate to come and see us. And again, welcome to Student Support Services.